In this video, I wanted to go over some of the differences between retail arbitrage and Amazon FBA private labeling. I've been getting this question a lot, and I just wanted to make this video to go over some of the pros and cons between the two business models and reasons why you should be doing one over the other. Let's go. What is up, guys, and welcome back to the Prestige Amazon FBA YouTube channel. If you guys are new to the channel, welcome. My name is Andy. I'm a multi-six-figure Amazon FBA seller, and I put out Amazon FBA content on my YouTube channel twice a week just for the Prestige fam. And I also have an Instagram where I put out Amazon FBA specific content every single day on my Instagram, and you can find that at the official Andy Lamb on Instagram, or you can check down all of that below. And I also have a Facebook group just for the Prestige fam as well, and you can find that on Facebook by searching up Prestige Amazon FBA Mastermind, as well as finding it down below in the link in the bio. And if you guys are interested in a free 30-minute coaching call, all you guys need to do is stay till the end of this video to find out how you can be entered into winning that. But as mentioned in the beginning of this video, I do want to go over some of the differences between retail arbitrage and Amazon FBA private labeling, specifically because it is a common question, and some people go from one to the other and some people go backwards somewhat. But I did want to take the time to go over some of the differences and some of the benefits and cons of doing one over the other. So to start, let's talk about retail arbitrage. If you guys don't know what retail arbitrage is, it is pretty much just going into stores, like retail stores you can find things at a discount, stores that have discounted prices. I mean, it's Black Friday, or not Black Friday now, but it's Cyber Monday today when I'm filming this. But basically, people can go into stores, buy things at discounted rates, repackage them, sell them online at a profit. So basically just flipping items that they buy in store, in person, at a lower rate for a profit. Now, this type of sales and this type of resale has been going on for a long time, and it's still very much active to this day. A lot of people are doing this to make small profits on the side, to pay for things that they wouldn't have made otherwise. And it's a very easy thing that a lot of people can get into, and it's a very no-brainer type of business. Like, anybody can do it. You can jump right into it, head on to like Ross, Marshalls, Walmart, find things that you can resell for a profit and just move forward from there. Now, one of the benefits of doing this is that it's a very low investment. Let's say you were able to go into Marshalls and buy a pair of shoes for $30 that you see is selling for $80 on Amazon. You can go and buy whatever quantity they have in whatever sizes that sell. You just using the shoes as an example, but you can take that, bring it home, list it on Amazon or eBay or wherever you're selling it, and then whenever the order gets placed or somebody buys the product, you can go ahead, pick, pack, and ship it. Now that takes me on to the next point of retail arbitrage. It is a very hands-on process. You have to go to the store, you have to buy the product, you have to do the research while you're at the store to see if things are actually profitable and worth your time in investing that money to, in turn flip online. But it's a very hands-on process. You have to go to the store, buy the product, bring it home, list it online, package it, label it, and then ship it out to your customer or ship it out to Amazon if you're doing it by FBA. But it's a very hands-on process. It takes a lot of time. It takes a lot of manpower or woman power, and it just is very time consuming and a very hands-on process. And the third thing that I have to say about retail arbitrage is that it's not very scalable. As mentioned previously, it takes a lot of time and effort, and it just takes a lot out of your day to be able to do retail arbitrage, because you have to go back and forth and pick and pack and ship products. So it does take a lot of time, therefore it's not very scalable. There's a form of retail arbitrage kind of called wholesaling, where you're buying larger volumes of products at discounted rates and then selling it that way. So that's another way to scale kind of retail arbitrage, but I consider that more FBA wholesaling. But in terms of retail arbitrage, it's not very scalable. One, because you're limited to the quantity that is available at the stores, and you really don't know what discounts are going to be or where discounts are going to be. So you really have to go from store to store looking for these potential products, and then again, it's a lot of manpower. So you have to like pick and pack everything that you purchase, and then hopefully somebody buys, and it's not very consistent. So scalability wise, it's not super viable. Now, in terms of Amazon FBA private labeling specifically, I personally do private labeling, and I've been doing private labeling for a few years now. And if you're not familiar with what private labeling is, it's basically taking a product that you find profitable on the Amazon FBA platform, making your own, doing your own customizations, small tweaks to better add value to the consumer base, as well as adding your logo, creating a brand, and that in turn is private labeling, creating a product that you already find in demand but putting your own label on it. But in terms of private labeling, what do I find is a pro of private labeling. In comparison to retail arbitrage, it is definitely a higher cost of investment. So with retail arbitrage, you can just go into the store, buy a $20 pair of shoes, and that will be your initial investment. You know, $20 to $100 can get you started in retail arbitrage, whereas in private labeling, I do have a video on this, so definitely check that out on my channel. But it does cost a lot more money up front to be able to start your private label business. I can use a few of my students as an example. A lot of them have started with about $3,000 to $5,000. Me personally, I say the range is between $3,000 to $10,000, and I really go into depth about explaining why the initial investment can sometimes be more expensive and how you can cut those costs slightly when starting your Amazon FBA business. But typically that's the average depending on the product and depending on how many units you really buy. So again, in comparison to retail arbitrage, as mentioned, retail arbitrage is very hands-on and it's very limited to the amount of things you can do within a certain amount of time, whereas in Amazon FBA, and private labeling specifically, it's very automated. It's a very automated process. Once you have it all set up, once your product's all ranked, a lot of it is taken care of by Amazon FBA employees, their fulfillment center employees. So when somebody places an order, say you're selling duct tape, because I have duct tape there, whenever somebody places an order for your duct tape, what happens is somebody from the Amazon FBA fulfillment center gets a hold of this order, and they go ahead and grab the product, pick it, pack it, and ship it for you and ship it directly to the customer. Now, of course, you do pay fees for this. You do pay Amazon for that picking and packing fee, but that in turn increases the scalability, where I will be getting to another pro of the Amazon FBA business model next. But yes, it's a very hands-off process in comparison to the retail arbitrage business model. You don't have to do a lot of it. A lot of the customer service is taken care of as well. If somebody wants to return your product, Amazon has their automated system for filtering out what can be returned and what cannot be returned. But you don't have to actually talk to the customer most of the time to deal with returns, whereas if you're doing retail arbitrage and you're selling on eBay or something like that, and your customer has a problem with the product, they have to go ahead and contact you, as opposed to, my customers contact Amazon first before they, if they have any personal issues or anything like that, they can contact my brand. But going back to the scalability aspect of it, because you're not picking and packing all of the products that are being sold from your store, it gives you a lot of time to actually focus on your business. So if you're selling one product that's doing maybe $10,000 in revenue per month, and you're not having to pick and pack that product to ship out to your consumer, it gives you a lot more time to find more profitable products to add to your brand, to continue growing your business. So if you're not spending your time picking and packing and shipping your product, let's say within a span of a year or 2 years or 3 years, you can have 10, 20, 30 products within your brand, each doing tons and tons of revenue, and you don't have to ship any of that. All you need to do is make sure your inventory is in stock, maybe a little bit of customer service, but a lot of it's very automated. It's an incredibly scalable business model, which is one of the reasons why I personally chose Amazon FBA private labeling. But I hope this video helped you guys out. I just wanted to go and answer some of the questions that some of you guys have been asking me in terms of retail arbitrage versus Amazon FBA private labeling. So hopefully that helped you guys out. If you guys have any questions, or if you guys have any questions regarding this specific topic, as always, feel free to ask them down below in the comments. And again, if you guys are interested in that free 30-minute coaching call, all you guys need to do is like this video, subscribe to the channel, and comment down below #PrestigeAmazonFBA. But until next time, I'll catch you guys at the next video. Peace.